Tell me about the new CD, Dead New World.
I think, right now, it's my second favorite El Nino record, my first being Revolution, and that's only because I wasn't in the band when that record came out. I was a fan. That's when I was still in Machine Head. And we had done one tour with El Nino. That's how I met them. But when I saw them and I heard the music, I really loved it, and I became an instant fan of the band. And I used to hear those. We did the original Road Rage tour. It was Machine Head, Fear Factory, El Nino, and Chimera. I think, but it was Fear Factory was the closer. The headliner, and or it was a co-headlining. But and from seeing the band live and hearing their CD, hearing the songs every night, I became a fan of the band. So that record was kind of special to me just because I enjoyed it as a fan and not as a member. But I don't know. To me, one of the things that we wanted to do on the new record was we kind of looked at all of our records and saw kind of, it seemed like on the first record, Revolution, there was a lot of raw energy that kind of seemed like it may have drifted away a little bit, especially towards the fourth record. And we wanted to kind of get that energy back and get that rawness and the intensity. So we wanted to. Our main goal was wanting to write a heavy record. So one of the things we did was we switched to using 7-string guitars, so we can get those lower, heavier, meatier sounding riffs. At the same time, I'm doing more leads now than I ever have been in any band I was in, actually. So I still need that top string to be able to get some of those high notes. So I'm using a 7-string now. We didn't recreate Revolution, but definitely the guitar playing is a lot more intricate, and there's more interesting. There's a lot of cool harmonies and things like that than there was on Revolution. But at the same time, I think it has that that fire. But I'm really proud of the record. I'm really proud of what everybody did on it. Everybody's input. Dave did some amazing drum work, like probably stuff he hasn't done since back in Propane or Laz Rocket or MOD or one of those bands. Chris did a great job with vocals. Laz, since the guitar riffs were a lot more intricate, it became a lot more of a challenge for bass, and he really stepped up to the plate and did a lot of great bass work. And Diego did a great job. Danny did a great job. Came up with some really cool percussion patterns, and I think I'm really happy with it. Out of all the records I've done, I did 2 records with Machine Head and 4 with El Nino. I would still say The Burning Red is my favorite record I've ever done, but this is probably my second. I didn't feel as strongly about the last record. I liked it, and it was one that we all worked hard on, but I think I'm I'm more attached to this one. I think maybe because there's a lot more guitar driven, and heavier, and the kind of stuff I like. But yeah, this is a little acoustic part that me and Diego did together. Not yet, but it's coming up. But I really like that too.
Yeah, I think this is one of my favorites, and God Is Only for the Dead. I love that song.
Labs does a really cool bass line right here. And then Diego's playing the rhythm and I'm playing the lead over this next part. And in my studio, I have, to help me keep going, I got little Halloween decorations that my daughter made me, and she makes me little things, little hearts and little cards.
And wrote you a song from what I heard.
Yeah, this is some music that she wrote. It's all, above the bars, so it must be really high. But I don't know. I'm sure it's awesome.
Well, cool, man. Heard you may be going to Europe here in a little bit.
I know that. Since we're actually with a real record company once again, which feels good, we're going to be doing a lot of touring. I think we might be doing some U.S. touring, maybe some radio type, like radio shows, maybe a short tour of that. But starting in January, I think we're going to be doing like full-on European tour. I know we're going to Australia for the Soundwaves Festival. Probably another full-on U.S. tour. And one thing that El Nino tries to do is play in a lot of countries that bands don't normally go to, like Greece and India, China, Croatia, Bulgaria, Romania. We just try to bring the music to everybody. I think where else? Philippines. We haven't played there yet, but we're trying to open up these new markets for us. Indonesia, and to me, those are actually the most special shows because a lot of times they don't get to see that many metal shows or a lot of things for that matter, and for us to be able to entertain them or kind of take them out of whatever problems that they have in their lives just for a small amount of time is really rewarding for us.
Anything else you want to tell the Rock Your Life crowd?
Well, we definitely would love to come to Greece again. The last time we were there, we enjoyed ourselves. We were in Athens for 3 days, I think, and then we played a festival. But it was probably one of the most memorable days off that we've ever had. We went to the Parthenon and saw some other things, and I also eat a lot of Greek yogurt. I love it. But we know that we have a lot of great loyal fans in Greece, and we're going to try to make sure that we come there. And yeah, help us get by buying our record. I know a lot of people are downloading it, and I went up on the torrent sites where you can see, people, how many people are downloading your record, and there's actually a lot of people downloading it, and it's good because that means people want it, but at the same time, I have a little daughter to feed that writes me these things, and if you download our record, then then it's harder to feed her.
Absolutely. Like, and all the interviews that I can possibly say is that people have to realize that professional musicians are real people, and they need, that's their job. You don't go into Safeway and, steal someone's paycheck.
Yeah.
So, all right.
And most of the time, too, is like, people always assume that because somebody tours the world and they're they may be known worldwide, that means that they're also rich. Most of the times it's not the case. Most bands on our level and even above our level, are just getting by and are able to buy a few things here and there and pay their bills, but it's, they're not millionaires by any means or anything like that. So
not at all.
Yeah.